Alrighty, you guys, welcome back to a brand new episode here on
The ankle.
Hey Amber.
I hate you like I'm young.
The ankle's a little mean.
I'm really not a bitch, and I'm a great big hoot.
He looks like a fat Pauly Shore.
Yo, I never f***ed Wayne. I never f***ed on my life, man. For sake, if I did, I'd menage with him and let him eat my ass like a cupcake.
So, good day, you guys, and yes, the saga continues. Oh my god, this is literally going to last us probably the whole week. So, for today's installment, now I could have sworn yesterday, hold on. Thank you so much for tuning on in, y'all. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, like, subscribe. So, I could have sworn that I said it in the last video, but video cred to Apathetic Facts. Wanted to make sure we get that in there. Today, the latest installment, this is Amberlynn's completely unhinged response to Emily's interview. So we saw the damage control Amber tried to do, and then we saw Emily's actual video, well, Mr. Snowflake's video with Emily's, tea. And now we're going to be looking at Amber's response. Now, I have not seen this. So, you guys, this is going to be interesting. Now, I've seen some stuff because I know y'all are staying up to date. I don't blame you. So, I've seen some comments referring to certain things. I think they are definitely back together now. I just do. Just do. With how quiet it's been, probably. Or she finally went and checked herself in somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, that is the plan, you guys. Now, the beginning of this, I believe, is like the post that Emily made. And we already went over that. So we might skip that part. But other than that, we will be diving into this. So buckle on up, you guys. It's going to be another long one. Thank you so much once again. I hope everyone's taking care of themselves, having a wonderful day, staying at least 500 miles from Amber if you can. A mile for every pound. Sorry. And with that, let's just dive on into this, right? Also, like, garlic bread got fucking demonetized. Like, what is happening? What is happening? I was going to do a refresh on, like, what Foodie's been doing, because she's now left her family that she would never abandon, left them to go stay in a freaking hotel. So, but I don't know, dude. Things are getting weird. But yeah, that is the plan. Thank you so much, guys. And with that, let's dive right on into this, shall we? Let's just get ahead a little bit and see, like, where we gotta skip to.
So by now we've all seen Amber's desperate attempt at damage control ahead of Emily's interview with Snowflake.
Honestly, iconic. Iconic live stream. It's going to go down in history.
Well, Emily seems to have gotten wind of what Amber said, and she responded on her Instagram.
No shade, Apathetic. No shade at all. Amber was texting Emily in the middle of the stream. She knew.
Amberlynn's latest accusations and her attempt...
Okay, so this is the part that we already saw. So hold on. Already. So, let's start right here.
Well, Emily has spoken. The video went up earlier today, and shortly after, Amber went live to react to it. And prepare yourself, she's absolutely unhinged.
I'm so excited, you guys. And I love, thank you so much, Apathetics, putting the reference right here, what she was talking about.
Personally, do not and will not be watching, per se, like listening with my ears, Snowflake's video. He triggers me. He gives me anxiety.
Why? Because he always clocks your tea? Okay.
He is an apologist. I have it on mute. I don't want to listen to it. I'm going to...
Amber, you were an apologist to pedophiles, so... yeah.
respond to what she said. Emily messaged me last night. It's been just this vicious cycle of what it's been this whole time, of her
They're 1,000% together.
saying one thing, me saying another. I don't know how the same
See? Her saying one thing, me saying another. Yeah, Amber, because you're delusional.
Reaction channel who once thought my ex was all of these horrendous things.
Yeah, she still can be. She still can be. I don't think that means she should have a 500-pounder throwing herself into her.
I have now like switched the script, and Emily is like a saint, and we need to like
No, absolutely not. But in the context of Amber Lynn's abuse, she's a victim in that.
interview her. You know what? I want to be interviewed. Like, when is it my turn?
No one cares because you're a dirty liar, Amber. No one is going to believe you.
But no, none of these reaction channels want to put it in a light of, you know what? Amber Lynn has done some things, but maybe for the first time, she might actually be slightly a victim here.
No. No, Amber. Not when you're throwing shit. Not when you're literally causing damages to people's homes. Not when you are physically throwing yourself into them. Absolutely not. Nope. You could sit back and do this whole song and dance if you were actually getting the appropriate help that you needed. Then I would give you leeway. Then I would say, you know what, guys, she is not perfect. But at least she's trying. Amber, you've never done that. So that's why no one gives you any leeway.
But no one wants to see it that way.
Because we know what you are. We know what you are, Amber.
They once did. They once were trying to get me away from the feeder. But now it's like the roles are reversed.
Yeah, we can understand that. Listen, Emily's kink is fucked up, and that whole thing is fucked for its own reasons. But also, mind you, Colleen got herself to 900 pounds before she ever met Emily. Amber got herself to nearly 600 pounds before she ever met Emily. Yes, it's not right that Emily seeks out these women like that. But Emily is not the one that's, getting them to that size. I'll at least, be a little fair there, I guess.
I don't want to do this. I regret not doing this with the whole Beck thing, but it's my turn.
And the thing is, Amber will stuff herself. She will plump herself up just to keep someone around. And Emily, I guess you could maybe argue, actually cared about Colleen. There was public efforts, they said, at least, maybe, for Colleen to be getting healthier. She was in a rehab, I believe. So, it's not, it's not like Emily was just keeping her locked up.
To respond to exactly what Emily said. And I'm scared in the sense of, she has been threatening me.
I just don't think Emily cares about Amber.
She's doing this whole dance of, if you shut up, I'll shut up. For 8 months.
Why is it that every girlfriend says that?
Of the time that we were in a relationship, I know you're watching. Hi.
Ew. Gross.
You were literally online, publicly humiliating me and hurting me.
And you stayed by that, Amber. Sorry, I'm opening my Diet Pepsi. You stayed by that.
While we were in a relationship, you were doing it anonymously, but also with your name. So hardcore that people were actually truly believing we weren't together. And I had to keep my mouth shut.
Well, Amber, wasn't the whole ploy to get people to think that you guys weren't together? Huh? I feel like this whole time Emily has not claimed Amber since the Wisconsin trip, and she's just been a booty call. And Amber is getting that twisted. She thinks it's a relationship.
Why? Because one, I literally loved you. I finally said
Oh, I bet. How do you even know someone for less than a year and be like, I love you? I'm sorry, it takes me a while. I'm slow in that sense.
This is my last straw? You're threatening me?
Pause. I shouldn't have said I'm slow.
Life would be so much easier if you were just honest. Guess what? I am being honest, and that's what makes this easy for me.
Listen, I don't think she's lying. I think she's being honest to the best of her abilities, but I also think she is so disconnected from reality in general that even if she's being honest, her honest thoughts are not rooted in reality at all. That's scary to think about. It really, really is. And I know I've been seeing a lot of comments lately about the dark triad. Yeah. I have always kind of said I feel like it's a cluster of things. Amber wants to go and have this one defining label to, excuse every bad behavior. But she might have BPD. She might. But I think narcissism wrapped up in that, antisocial personality disorder. I don't know any other clinical names for stuff, but I think it's along those lines. And if she went and actually got committed somewhere and seriously evaluated, I think they would recognize the potential of danger she is. But also, how could you be certain that they would even see those emotions? They would have to see how she actually is in a relationship. Amber, go on the Dr. Phil show, honestly. T.
Thank you. The fact that she had the audacity to message me last night, and
I don't like Dr. Phil, but he can send her off to one of those fucking camps in the middle of the desert.
was trying to reply with these well thought out responses. Why do I take the time? The browse,
Well thought out responses means I was really putting all 2 fucking brain cells into my manipulation that night.
so insane. It's actually crazy. Let's say she did all that. Okay, that doesn't change what you did.
Yeah. Amber, it's your channel, okay? You're the subject here. Why are you getting pissy that, yeah, of course we're focusing on you? She wants all the attention on her except for when it's bad.
My whole thing is why is it always Amberlynn?
Well, maybe because the channel is called Amberlynn freaking Reed. The fuck? Come on, you can't be that dumb, dog.
Why is it always Amberlynn that's in the fault? Always Amberlynn. You know what's funny?
Because it's your channel. It's your channel, Amber.
One thing that I know to be true is that Emily was held at gunpoint. I do know that to be true. It's literally in court documents. That's not a lie.
Okay, so you don't see how you then coming in just a few years after that incident, I believe, and literally triggering those feelings for her, you don't see how that could be a problem with your controlling crazy ass behavior? Okay. Amber is a problem, okay? And the fact that she can't recognize it or won't recognize it, she just wants to justify it, makes her a monster. It does.
When it happened, I stuck by her side. I made a whole video. I wrote a whole thing and read it in a YouTube video.
Yeah. Sad. Pathetic. You fully chose to do that because you have no self-respect.
Stuck up for her through and through because you want to know why? The haters and the girl world of it all and the reaction channels were saying that it was Emily's fault that happened to her. You guys are literally witnessing it first.
No, we just didn't know. We didn't know. And sure, we had a perception of Emily based off of her actions. That perception is still there, Amber, okay? It's still there. You can be abusive and she can be a total freaking weirdo. They're not mutually exclusive.
And a bitch going insane. And this is what I had to deal with. Pocahontas. Thank you, Nicole. And the 62 people who thumbs that up. You know what? Make it 100. Let's get that fucking thing up to 100.
Let's get it to 1,000. Just like Ambi.
Not only is it fat shaming, but you're making fun of someone that genuinely was in a relationship, fat shaming their partner. Both of you
You decided to stay with that person, dude. Don't blame that on us.
who agree to that, I would never want to be in a relationship with you.
Amber, no one wants to be in a relationship with you, okay? So trust and believe we don't give a fuck what you think.
Like, you guys are sick. And you know what's funny?
Okay. We're not throwing things at people's heads.
Let's go back to the Beck situation right quick. So many people were like, oh my God, Amber Lynn was in the why did, but no one ever like sits there and goes, why did Beck stay?
You're vile. You're vile and disgusting. This is the real Amber, okay? She has no fucking clue about a damn thing. Amber, you financially abused Beck. Oh my Christ.
Like, it's Beck's fault. They have all this like sympathy for Beck, but yet I was in a relationship where I said,
Amber, there's no reason you need to be with Emily. Nothing. There was nothing.
to Wisconsin for 3 months where I felt genuinely miserable, and
Okay, whose fault was that? Maybe you shouldn't have overstayed your welcome.
everyone's like, it's your fault. I have
Yeah, it is, Amber. She was telling you to leave, dude. How do you have this low of self-respect and just dignity in general? Are you fucking kidding me? If it was anyone else, I'd really freaking pity this poor soul.
never been with
Pathetic. That's what it is.
someone like this in my life who genuinely, I have never screamed at the top of my lungs till I've been in a relationship with her.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. But thank you for telling us that you are also verbally abusive, too.
Like, call me borderline babe. I don't give a I have never
No, antisocial.
felt that kind of rage. And guess what?
Rage. Rage. Not hurt. No. She didn't feel hurt. She felt rage because she couldn't control Emily. She needs to go somewhere and figure this shit out or remove herself from society. Go to jail. That's what I mean. Not like that. Sorry. That sounded so much worse. I do apologize. I don't mean it like that. She should not be allowed around victims for her. That's all it is, because it's been proven now. She can't not manipulate and abuse every single person in her life.
This is entertainment for you guys, so I hope you're enjoying. Receipts are your line.
Oh, we are. We are, Amber. And you know what it's going to lead to? Your misery, which is honestly deserved.
Of course, I'll take you for the money. You have a history of being a
She's so gross, dude. Give me.
and you know
Yeah, T. She has a history of being abusive. So why does she think we'd believe anything she has to say?
who else has a history of being abusive? Emily.
Okay. 2 wrongs don't make a right, Amber. The fuck?
Whoa. My last message.
Oh, but I thought she was such a kind, gentle, loving person that anything that anyone said about her wasn't true. You're just a liar. You're a liar. And you can say it's to protect Emily. It wasn't. It's always to protect Amber and her image, okay? That would look bad on Amber if she was like, yeah, I know all these things. Yeah, they're all true. That would look bad if she was like, I still want to stay. She's going to do that during this live stream. But that would look bad, right?
Sorry for you because you can't accept responsibility is why you can't grow. I hope you grow one day. I hope that you continue sending me super chats. Thank you. All
What a see you next Tuesday. Holy Christ.
exes have said the same thing about you. You know what's funny about that? It's easy to do when you have thousands of people backing you up. Thousands.
To be fair, no one's really backing up Emily. No one was really backing up Destiny when it all kind of started. It's always just a means of getting more info on your nasty behavior. It's not necessarily, it's just like when your audience asked you to do a fucking weigh-in or a what I eat in a day, Amber. Like, yeah, they want the juicy info. They want the tea. They want to talk shit. When your girlfriends come out and, speak about the terrible things that you've done, and the thing is, no one, not a single one of them, has come out and said Amber is downright a monster. She's downright a terrible person. Beck, Destiny. I don't know who else. Well, no, Emily really is kind of the only one that was like, something's wrong. Even they gave her a lot more credit than I think she is due. So, Amber,
Literally thousands. They violate.
and you only have a couple dozen backing you up. It says everything.
Your expectation of privacy by releasing private text messages. You have a legal case here. Ranch.
No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. Listen, I don't know the legal jargon of it all, but I've seen it around many, many times. I believe both Oklahoma and Wisconsin are like single party. I don't know the terminology, but basically if you send something to someone, yeah, that's on you for sending it if you didn't want anyone to see it, Pooks. Or people are allowed to video you if they feel they are unsafe, this or that. And then just because the video is of you, that doesn't fucking matter.
Girly, thank you so much for the super chat. And genuinely, I had no idea that happened. We're not together anymore. I could trust you that, James. But thank you.
Can trust you that? What? They're definitely getting back together. They might not have been at this point, but I think they are now.
Can you throw it back? Hell yeah, I can. And
Ew. No, you throw it forwards into Emily, knocking her onto the ground.
who loved it? Emily.
Ew. Because you're a fetish to her. You still don't fucking get that, dude. And it's honestly just add to the list of what's really pathetic about Amber. She can't realize how she's fetish-sized. Or she does. I think maybe to an extent she does. But she thinks that someone wanting you as their object of fetishization is somehow comparable to, ooh, yeah, she loves it. She loves me. No, she doesn't. No, she loves your body. That's not the same.
How can she be what she's into and body shame you and same behavior on their part? I don't understand it. It makes me feel people my size are just.
I mean, listen, I think maybe this is armchair psychologist checking in. I think Emily, to an extent, is ashamed. And that's why we see the fuckboy energy. She gets horny, she goes, hits up Amber, and then as soon as that need is fulfilled, it's gone. It's like a serial killer, dude. They go fucking do their thing, and then a little bit of time goes, and then they get that urge again. I mean, basically, girl's from Wisconsin, up there, northern Wisconsin, all right? It makes sense. Sorry. I'm going to be ragging on Wisconsin now probably the rest of my life.
Not accepted
I'm kidding.
in society. We're not like the standard of beautiful. And finally, I got was.
And yet, so many morbidly obese people are in long-term loving relationships. It might not be a perfect relationship. Definitely not if there's a caretaker aspect. But they are able to find loving and caring people that also care about them, even if it's not romantic, Amber. Why can't you?
One that like desired my body, and I've never experienced that before.
Okay, so she desired your body, but couldn't get around the whole personality of it. What's that tell ya?
So then when she would make fun of me and she would make fat jokes, like literally to my face, that's when.
Well, listen. I'm not saying Emily didn't do that, because do you guys remember the clip of Emily giving Amber her, what was it? It was like semaglutide or whatever, one of those injections. And Amber was like, oh, don't forget you have to pinch it. And Emily, straight faced, said, well, that's only if you don't have a lot. Amber looked up and was like, you could tell. You could tell. I can't believe she left that in.
One of the reasons why I knew it was her that said Pocahontas, who said that if I lost weight, I'd look like a melted candle. Because she also said that about another girl who lost a bunch of weight. And that's how I knew it was her.
Oh, Sherlock Holmes, Lynn.
And she lied and lied and lied. She was like, that's not.
Okay, you met your match finally, dude. No one's denying Emily's probably crazy, okay? But you are too. You met your match finally, like we said you would, by going and just dating these random fucking people that slide in your DMs, weirdo.
My Reddit, that's not my Reddit. That's actually my friends. That's actually my friends. And then she finally admitted it to me and she said it was hers. I'm
And you still stayed! And you still stayed!
reacting to the screenshots. That's why I'm like prolonging this as much as possible because I just don't even want to know.
Yeah, guys, we're not even 7 minutes in.
Explain the proof you lied about E letting R out. I did not lie about E letting R out.
Listen, maybe the door bounced back open after Emily ran out of there. Or maybe Emily did run out in pure, utter terror. She had to get out of there. Maybe. But Amber, your big lazy ass didn't get up to fucking care about closing that door. Now did it?
I've deleted stuff critical of her. Oh, I know Snowflake did. Oh, I know he deleted stuff critical of her.
Well, I have a feeling that was maybe in accordance to, like, Emily's prerequisites, you know? Emily's definitely gonna... What am I trying to say here? She's definitely going to manipulate it in a way so that some of the heat is taken off of her. 1,000%. It is what it is.
literally not stupid. I know this, and I know this because of Emily.
Okay, but like also him talking shit in a few videos and then getting deleted, that does not take away from the whole catalog there is of we know what and who Emily is. So, okay, it's still all over here.
Emily follows along on all this crap.
Well, so do you.
Personally don't. I don't
Okay. Okay.
watch the reaction channels. I don't go on the forums. I don't go on the Reddits.
But she knows what everyone is saying at every time. She knew every single time that Emily was on the Reddit. How do you know those things if you are not constantly on there, Amber? I love to see her get flustered like this because that's when the stupidity really comes out.
But she does.
Okay.
So I'm going to react to what
Oh, so you're both monsters. Fine.
Peter said. Only I can call her that. We are not together. You think I'd be doing this if we were together? No.
Going live 2 times a day? No, I don't. But now that she's completely stopped out of nowhere, I do.
No. Okay, first thing that popped up was,
She's so annoying.
hi, Emily. Hope all is well. I'm about to kiss your so I can make some money and get some clout. What made you want to come?
Clout from what, Amber? Anything that reaction channels put out at this point is just a public service announcement. Like, hey, remember, this chick, crazy, dangerous. How is that getting clout? Be so freaking for real. Like, yeah, I mean, shit. What reaction channel wouldn't want to drop the first major breaking story on something? I, randomly, did not mean to. I happened to be the one that posted the first video on all of the stuff that was found out about Emily from Kiwi Farms. The video got a lot of views. Wasn't really my intention, it's just how it ended up happening. Emily reached out to Snowflake. And Emily's also been talking to other people. Okay. But there was something something decided that Snowflake was going to be the one to do it, which, fine. Why? None of the reaction channels are fucking pissy about it. Why are you? Well, we know.
Now and discuss your time with Amber. Okay. So funny situation about this is
Oh my
Emily and I
god.
literally just got into an argument and that's it. That's it. That's always what happened.
Okay, Amber, but what's just an argument for you? Huh? Because you are so draining and exhausting that something that's just a little argument is probably made into a whole fucking mountain of an issue by Amber.
Anytime you guys saw her talk about me online, it's literally only because we got into an argument. If that
Okay? If someone is pushed to that point every single time you get into an argument, then it's not just an argument, Amber. You were probably being very verbally abusive.
it's not like some type of like I say it just because it's like lack of a better word.
No. 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 Once you started being physical, Emily didn't owe you a single thing.
That's not whatever that is. What is it? Tell me. Emily's response.
God, she's crazy.
Honestly, I was content staying silent for a long time, but you weren't. You weren't silent. What? I was silent. That was me. That was
Eye roll to save your own ass.
me.
Because you didn't want to seem like a complete utter loser to your audience, even though that's what we know you as. And now everything's coming out and, oh, shocker, she still looks like a complete utter loser.
But I'm tired of watching her dodge any real accountability. You are literally the queen of dodging accountability.
Dude, this is literally going to be like an argument with a fucking kid. You'll be like, you're acting a little bratty. And, no, you are! Fucking Christ.
For you to say sorry, random fact, Emily does not know that word. She creates her own
Oh, well, makes two of you.
reality and expects everyone to play along.
I believe that as well.
Are we describing you right now? The sad part is...
See how this is so elementary level kind of just twisting. Dude, Amber, every time you hop on here, you prove to everyone why we think what we do about you. It's disgusting, dude, okay? And there's some days where I genuinely come on wanting to give you the benefit of the doubt. Wanting for there to just be one fucking video out there where you don't come off as the worst human ever. That seems to be such a chore for you.
Most people do because they're either scared of her and don't want to deal with the drama.
Period. Yeah, I believe that.
But I hit a point where I just couldn't sit back and watch her keep rewriting the truth. You are not afraid of me. How many times have I said that I'm afraid of you?
Okay, just because you say something doesn't mean you mean it. You also said you missed and loved Rarity. Obviously, that was a lie.
You are not afraid of me because you've gotten public behind my...
Yeah, she had to do it behind your back. She had to do it behind your back just to be able to have an opinion of this terrible person that she happened to meet.
Amberlynn, calm down. I'm about to have a BPD meltdown here on live.
No, I think you're about to go into psychotic rage. And I think any living being around you should be afraid. Or should be looked after.
Behind my back, you have said awful things about me. You've done it publicly knowing that I would see it. If you were afraid of me, you would have never done those things. Not only that...
What? I'm so confused. Bruh, I think she was physically afraid of you.
If you were afraid of me, you would have never verbally... I've said that word so many times. This is not going to be monetized. Like, you wouldn't have verbally me repeatedly to
Okay, so why did you physically abuse her repeatedly?
my face, in text, in Messenger, in this. You're not afraid of me. There's nothing to be afraid of.
I don't think she's afraid of you in concept, but in person, when you are physically in a room with her, sorry, loud truck. When she is physically in a room with Emily, I think Emily is fearful for her safety. Yes. I think Emily has every right to be.
It's just easy for you to say.
I don't know. Listen, I'm blanking a little bit on the specifics of the diabetic in the basement chronicles, but I don't believe Emily has allegations from multiple girlfriends of physical violence.
Look like the victim.
And Amber, just because in your mind domestic violence equals what your dad did to your mom does not mean that you throwing stuff, doing this and that isn't the same thing. So stop downplaying it.
Yes, you could be afraid of a BPD meltdown because those can be kind of hecticana. Not gonna lie about it.
Okay. So you don't understand that when you get into that mindset, you are terrifying to be around? You can't see that?
Snowflake replied, well, I'm glad you...
Listen, I thought you weren't going to be doing everything, but here you are reading every word he has to say. Why don't you just talk about Emily?
Decided to speak up so I could get the money from it. So I guess we start...
What, are you pissy you're not getting a pretty paycheck? You have to go live, huh? You can't put in any actual work?
Beginning, I'm guessing...
No, she is getting a pretty paycheck. She's making a lot of money off of this, y'all. A lot, which makes me think it's calculated.
Everything was fine at the start of the relationship, or was there any little red flags? Well, there was red flags.
Do you not know what interview questions are, Amber? God, you're freaking annoying.
For me, but you know what? I was so blinded by love bombing that I just like, red flags? What?
You don't get to blame anyone else but you in that, okay? You really don't. And if I'm being completely honest, I would never victim shame someone for it. But educate yourself on what love bombing looks like and how to defer from that, okay? Because once you recognize it for what it is, you'll clock that shit so quick, and it is such a red flag. Amber, you're just desperate.
In heart shapes, though. And I also see red flags in the shade of pink. Let's see.
What? You're stupid.
Oh, we have a long... Okay. Emily said...
I bet she had to practice reading this first.
At first, everything was great. I really thought I had found someone who was kind, laid back, and just fun to be around. She was able to carry on a conversation, and it's hard to find these days. Looking back now, I obviously was looking at everything through rose-colored glasses. Wow, that sounds very Amberlynn coded, because that's how I feel about you. She really...
This is on, like, guys, it's making my skin crawl, okay? I feel like this live stream alone is enough to, like, I don't know, have her committed somewhere. I hate this. I hate this, and I hate this attitude she's carrying throughout the whole thing. She's not mad at Emily for doing what she did. She's only mad because Emily told people. She would still be with her. She probably still is. Like, it's crazy.
It made it seem like she was a grounded, supportive person. I told her up front I was grieving Colleen and still will be. Yes. She said she understood and respected that. Yes. She said it wouldn't
Yes! Obviously you fucking don't.
be an issue at all. That is true. That was super important to me for her to be accepting of it. And for a little while, it felt good. We actually had fun together. We laughed, we joked around, and it was chill. I genuinely enjoyed spending time with her before she started showing me who she really was. I guess it was a typical scenario of love bombing.
Yeah, that's also what we have heard from every one of your exes, Amber. It's good until it isn't.
I stayed the same throughout our whole relationship.
That's definitely not true.
The fact that you can sit there and say that the roller coaster of our relationship that we were in was due to my love bombing and not your unwavering love, that is something that you told me that I had.
What? So now the very thing that you beg for from your partners is now the issue? You're so fucked, dude. And this is another example. We only really ever see it with her audience of her moving that goalpost constantly, but here it is. She does it in her relationships too. Oh, you well, what's the word I'm looking at? I'm so sorry, you guys. It's been so much Amber lately. Fucking A. Like, you love me unconditionally? Well, now that's a bad thing. Why? Like, what? What the fuck?
Unwavering love. But you, every day, I did not know what Emily I was going to wake up to. Was it the one that loved me? Was it the one that hated me? Was it the one that just wanted my belly?
I don't know, Amber. How were you waking her up that day? Huh? Because that's the thing. That's the thing. What she's saying about Emily might be true. It might be. But she is very conveniently leaving out hours of her own behavior. Go figure.
Kissed your ass. Because I was scared of you. Finally, when my
Okay. Amber, you were scared of her because she has all this dirty information on you. That's why.
BPD.
Okay? Physical threat of violence, being scared, is very different from this person has terrible information of the actions I've done to them. And I don't want that to get out. Yeah, that seems like why you would be afraid.
Meltdowns would snap. That's when my fear was gone.
Also, wouldn't surprise me if Amber threatened, like, legal things or reporting her about her kid or something. It would not surprise me at all.
Because I was so heightened and so scared, my fight or flight was fight.
You're such a crock of shit. Such a crock of shit.
The fact that you're turning this
Yeah, fight, throwing things at people's heads. The fuck?
around and rewriting this whole thing to make you seem like a victim because my ex Beck might have been, you know exactly what you're doing. Emily is that type of person who would wake up. You wake up in the greatest mood. I'm talking about me. I wake up in the greatest mood. I'm in Wisconsin. She wakes up raging at nothing. And that's what I had to deal with. And you're rewriting history to the very creator who called you
The creator. Listen, I think she means it as like YouTube content creator, but like to reference yourself as the creator, that's scary. She has this weird fucking god complex.
a murderer. After everything I've been through, it was just nice to feel wanted and not be.
She's crazy. She's crazy. Honestly, Amber, I have to hand it to you, dude. Bravo. You outdid yourself. You're making me think you're way more fucking just. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Before I thought maybe it was just one screw that was loose. Now I think it's a whole fucking. Like storage chest.
So alone anymore. I did want you, and you weren't alone with me. That's one thing about having BPD is I might be up your ass a little too much. Thankfully with Zoloft, I gave you a lot of space.
You didn't start Zoloft until months after you left. The fuck?
No matter what you put me
Oh, shut up.
through, you were never alone. You hurt me, and I was the one apologizing for getting blood on your floor.
Excuse me, what? What? Is she still bleeding all over the place?
That was a metaphor. I don't want people to take that serious.
Oh, well, then why the... What? You're so stupid. Fucking dumb. She had all these poetry little bits already thought out. This is practiced.
I hate Snowflake more than anything in this world.
Oh, good. I'm sure the feeling is fucking the same for you, dude.
And I really hope that he gets some sort of like karma in his life, like genuinely.
Amber. Be so for real. Also, listen, I know we wish it. All I say is she has a lot of karma coming her way. I don't say that I wish it. She wishes bad things to happen to people. And say what you want about most reaction channels. Say what you want about me even. I'm sure I've wished some ill will on her here or there. But That just shows exactly who Amber is. Most reaction channels, dude, just want you to get off the internet and get fucking better so you can stop hurting everyone around you.
It's not fair. Was it still not?
It's not fair what? It's not fair what, Amber? It's not fair that everyone gets to know who you really are.
Nice when she came to stay with you. How long was she meant to stay? I'll answer that question. It was nice in the beginning. Every day was a
Yeah, until you.
roller coaster. I had no idea what Emily was going to wake up.
See, and this is the thing. This might be really how she perceives it. Emily might have just woken up more tired one day, and in Amber's mind, that is validation for treating Emily the way that she did. Amber's a monster. A monster, okay? And it seems more like it depends on how Amber wakes up, if she's going to search for a fucking issue again or not.
Reminded me of my dad, low-key. That's how it
Oh, shut up, George. The only person that reminds us of your dad is you.
was when I was a child. How long was she meant to stay for? A few weeks. She didn't want me to leave.
Okay.
Didn't want to leave. That's how it is with lesbian relationships.
The fuck? I hate how she thinks she can just throw the blanket of, oh, well, that's lesbian relationships over any criticism people have of how she maneuvers through them. That is not how lesbians as a whole do anything, okay? There are just as many toxic lesbians out there as there is toxic straight women, so who fucking cares about the label?
U-Haul lesbians, we didn't make up that term. That's a term for a reason.
Amber, I'm actually pretty sure that yes, the lesbian community did come up with that term. And no, okay, no. You don't get to say that, okay? Because then, you know what? Every stereotype out there, right, is for a reason, right? Do you see the slippery slope that leads to? You do not get to use that as a blanket excuse for why you are so unhealthy and toxic in your relationships. And it pisses me off because it really leans into the heteronormative idea of queer relationships and WLW, women loving women, men loving men. The heteronormative world has very different perceptions of our community than we do. But you seem to carry those perceptions that they hold. And I'm not saying that to be like, oh, straight people bad. But be so for real, okay?
But I do want to say one thing. I did not want to move to Wisconsin.
And I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But I don't want to hear anything about how, oh, Jordan, it's not like that. If you're not queer, you don't know what I'm talking about. That's just how it is. It's the same issue with people of color when they talk about their struggle. White people oftentimes cannot relate to it. That does not invalidate the struggle, you know? So I hear you. Not all straight people. I know. Not everyone's bad. But we live in a heteronormative world. Sorry to go on the rant.
I want to make that very clear. I just wanted to stay longer. She just wanted me to stay longer. I did not want to move there. Did not.
Oh, I believe her there. I believe her there. I don't think, though. Amber, if you didn't want that, why did you take a U-Haul?
Her reply. There were little red flags early on. Like, Amber would get upset if I didn't FaceTime her for hours every single day. Or if I was busy at work and she didn't have time to message her. The FaceTime her for hours every single day. That's true. And I think it's...
Don't try to justify it, Amber. Don't sit here and try to justify that. That's so unreasonable.
Because that is the way that she said... So, her and Colleen...
Shut up. And even now, when she's not even in the relationship with her anymore, she's still going to bring up Colleen because she knows Emily's probably watching. She's going to bring her up probably constantly to twist that knife even more.
Would be on FaceTime for hours and hours a day. That is
Yeah, when you actually love someone. Sorry. She didn't love you, Amber. She told you to leave, and then you did something to Rarity. Okay, I'm not going to even say that you threw her out anymore, because I'm starting to think that you actually did something to that cat.
how mine and Emily's relationship started. And it was because she wanted that. We were on FaceTime for hours and hours a day. That is what
I don't know. I think she just wanted to watch you stuff yourself, to be honest.
I used to. And having BPD, I have also very bad anxious attachment. Thankfully, I just want to say I'm very much far gone from that area.
How? How? You just admitted, yeah, I wanted to be on call with her for hours and hours and hours. How is that? Right?
I don't have that like anxious attachment feeling anymore. I
A crock of shit. But you'll keep running back to the same person that called you Porcahontas. Okay.
will admit that that's definitely how it was because that's, the pattern that we created together.
So then, yes, you still experience it because you still allow it to happen. Amber, she's breaking my brain, you guys. She is breaking my brain. I don't understand how anyone can actually think this way.
And when I noticed, sometimes she didn't want to do that, my brain, because it's not wired the same as everyone else's,
That's not her fault. That's not her fault. You need to go to therapy and get that shit fucking figured out because it's not normal to call hours and hours on end every day and then the one day your partner says, listen, babe, not today. I'm really busy. That sends you into being abusive. No, you need to get help, Amber. That is not on Emily. You need help. I'm tired of fucking saying it. Jeez.
would tell me she hates me. What did I do wrong? During my first visit to Oklahoma,
She would say that to you? Okay, so what were you doing?
things actually seemed to go really well. But it was a short trip. We were still in that honeymoon phase. I genuinely hate that, that saying. Why can't we just say that we were happy together?
Because, Amber, you switched up. It was a honeymoon phase because... Oh, Gooby. Always the worst timing. It was a honeymoon phase because then you switched up and became abusive. Well, no, you always were abusive because that honeymoon phase was just to set your hooks in.
It just goes to show that Emily was the love bomber because we were in that honeymoon phase. I fucking hate that saying.
What?
Oh, it was during my second visit when...
Dog. Then she saw you for who you were. That's the honeymoon phase.
Things started to feel off. That's new to me. I didn't even know that.
I'm sure, Amber, you also couldn't freaking tell that Beck hated playing choosy for days on end. I'm sure you couldn't tell a freaking thing. I'm sure everything is news to you. God. Oh, it's so exhausting.
Get irritated if I check.
And you know what the thing is? The people that you're hurting don't owe it to you to tell you what you fucking did that hurt them. Okay? They don't owe that to you, Amber. You need to have some, brains and sit back and think about other people other than yourself for once.
My phone and responded to my messages that weren't about her or focused on her. I'm sorry, but I do not remember that.
I'm sure.
I'm not going to sit here and say that she's lying because that sounds very much something like Amber Lane at 24 would feel. So
Well, Amber, you at 34 seemed the exact same person, if not worse.
Amber Lynn do that then? Maybe.
Ew. Do not throw that voice on.
Maybe. But I do not remember that. That visit also happened.
Wow, you also don't remember throwing a can at Destiny's head.
Right after she posted who I was and she was and the doxing stuff. Ooh, we get to talk about that. Oh, I'm excited actually because that visit also happened.
Weird. She's dissecting her own personal shit like a reaction channel would. She's so disassociated from it, but her emotions are still so heavily tied into it. Weird.
Right after she posted who I was and the docs and stuff that happened, so tensions are high, so I kind of brushed it off at the time thinking it was just stress. But everything really started to change when Amber came to visit me. Yeah, because I saw your true colors. Those were...
No, Amber, I think she saw yours. And listen, two things can be true at once. I think both of these people are bad in relationships, and especially a relationship with each other.
Flags, and those lightly pink red flags that were heart-shaped, they started to become brown and every other color that I don't like.
What? This is just fluff. This is all fluff. She's not saying anything.
Green. And they were no longer heart-shaped. They were like circles and squares and rectangles and triangles.
I think, Emily, I think you actually broke her, dude. I think you actually broke her because she sounds so fucking stupid right now.
Because of you. And I remember we were sitting in your garage, you know, while you're in your little recliner chair and you're smoking cigarettes and I'm sitting next to you. And you said, you know what? Something I really like about you, you're always positive. That changed, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure it did, you psychopath.
Why? Why did that change, Emily? Why did I stop laughing all the time with you? Who changed
Ew. My God.
me? It wasn't me.
Amber, you can still be positive and still be an extremely manipulative person because you're getting your way. Okay? Something popped up where you didn't get your way, I'm sure. And that's when the mask came off. Everything is fine and dandy as long as Amber gets exactly what she wants.
Well, the part about the visit also happened right after she posted who I was. I did not want to show anyone who Emily was. I actually have text message proof of this. We had talked about it. I knew the hate was going to happen. I explained.
Oh, please, you knew. You knew what was going to happen. And you allowed it to.
The hate. I don't want the haters to find you. I don't think you can handle it. I don't want to post you. I was guilt tripped so bad. She would say things like, I don't want to be hid. I don't understand. Like, Alexis actually told you guys this. Alexis lied about some stuff, but there was some stuff she was truthful on. I've always said that. But I was guilt tripped.
Yeah? Like how you conveniently have never addressed the allegations of domestic violence she made against you in the Jade relationship. Amber's never addressed that. Ever. Yeah, something tells me that was true. Just like she never addresses her odd attraction to minors because it's true.
Into revealing who she was. She would say things, I want people to know that you're taken. I don't want to be hidden. I don't want to be a secret. I was terrified. I was like, I don't want.
And also, mind you, Amber, in her members only live stream, so it doesn't count, said, I would never do anything with a minor. Never said she did not find them attractive. Major red flags with the language she chooses to use and what words she chooses to use and leave out.
Lose Emily. Like, I feel like I'm being forced into this, but I also don't want the internet to ruin it for me as well, because I knew exactly what was going to happen. All of the doxing, she took it out on me. It was horrendous. I ended up getting cellulitis. I had 103 temperature. It was almost 104. My temperature was so high, I couldn't even think straight.
Amber, I don't think you can think straight on a cool day.
Repeatedly was calling me, call lawyers, fix this for me. She didn't care that I was sick. I had 103 temperature. When you have BPD, like, you have that favorite person, they can do no wrong. I'd do anything to keep her. So I'm like calling lawyers, Googling lawyers, while literally vomiting. Like,
brother, be so fucking for real. The girl that couldn't even make a missing cat poster or even call in their missing cat, you expect me was doing all that? Or you expect me to believe, sorry, she's getting me so tongue-tied. You expect me to believe that you were doing all that? Okay, Amber. It's honestly just like... she will fight to her grave to try to convince us that she is not the way she actually is.
My brain was being fried, and all she cared about was me calling lawyers. I should have
Okay. Okay. Stupid.
known then that she was a selfish person. I genuinely hate that this is even happening because it's like, I still love her.
I bet you that too. I still love her. Yeah, I bet you do. Desperado. um, I don't know. I feel like they maybe were still. They definitely are still talking. Definitely had a fight over all this, I'm sure. I bet you they're back together, you guys. I can't shake that feeling.
Okay. Her other message was she was originally only supposed to stay for a week or two tops. That's not true. It definitely wasn't going to be
Huh?
3 months, no. We were planning on probably around 2 weeks because that's when I'd be off of work and be able to take her home. But by day 2 of her being at my house, things already started to shift. It was weird how high strung she was that early on. Emily, if that is the case, why did you want me to stay longer? Why did you want me to move in? Why did you call me? Why did you literally say that that was my home too? Why?
Brother, I think she has her own issues. I think part of that is she gets heavily infatuated with you because of the sexual desire she has. And then after that, once that need is met, it's done. It's done. That connection is gone. And I'm not saying that's right, Amber. I'm not. But that does not excuse abuse.
When I came home, because I chose to come home, you would message me saying, I
I told her from the get-go Emily seemed like a fuckboy.
immediately want you to come back home. If I was so high strung and I acted off on day 2, why did you allow me to stay for 3 months? She really didn't like that
I think you forced yourself there.
I had a life outside of her. Not true. I mean, I work 12-hour shifts. I have a family, friends, pets, a house to take care of. Those are true things.
Oh, are they? Wow.
But I didn't care because she only worked like twice a week. So
Only worked twice a week as an overnight nurse. She's such a bitch.
what? But anything that wasn't about her felt like an inconvenience to her, and she made that very clear. That is
Yeah, duh.
so not true. It is absolutely insane.
How?
So when it comes to friends, she doesn't have friends.
Okay, Amber, that's very rich of you.
She had like a couple coworkers and stuff that she like kind of considered friends. I would always be like,
Yeah, you wouldn't allow her to talk to Andrea.
why don't we go hang out with them? I don't understand like why she didn't want to introduce me to her friends. I thought that was
Because you're an embarrassment. That's why, Amber. You embarrass her.
so weird.
And that's nothing to do with your size. I think she'd be very happy showing you off. Emotionally, maturity level wise, you're an embarrassment to be around actual adults.
I didn't meet her family in person until like I genuinely had to. And I'm not gonna say like that's personal.
What? That sounds weird.
Like medical stuff. I'm not gonna like get into it. Like I genuinely was. Oh my god, here she goes. She messaged me. Are you really talking about my family?
Yeah, of course she is, dude. She'll go as low as she has to. Alright? If you piss her off one more time, she's going to start talking about your kids. She might have already, to be fair.
Oh, didn't say anything personal. I just said I wanted to meet them. Can you calm down, Emily? Like for real? Like
No, Amber, okay? Someone with lips as loose as yours, alright? Upstairs and down, you need to shut up.
you literally said in the message, I have family and friends and pets. Like, I'm just responding to what you said. I would purposely try to find ways to, like,
I think also Emily's egging her on. I think Emily just loves to see her pissed off.
leave the house. Like, I was like, can we do, like, a 5 Below challenge? I paid to do, like, this 5 Below challenge with her and a family member. Not going to go into detail. I'd get home from a 12-hour shift.
Her kid. That's who she means. Her family member. Why? Doing a fucking 5 Below haul? Who would want to do that other than a child? Or Amber, who has the brain of a child.
Completely exhausted from a stressful job, and she'd get upset if I wanted to go straight to bed. You have never in your life gotten off of work and went straight to bed. She'd say things like, oh, you're not going to hang out with.
Well, yeah, Amber, you wouldn't let her. And then, of course, she has to come home to a house with a 500-pound slob in it who sat there doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. Couldn't even be bothered to lay a towel down on the piss her dog took.
me or asked me to take her to the casino or go shopping. We went to Five Below one time. We went to the casino a couple times.
Yeah, how many times did you go out to Chinese buffets?
Guess who paid? Me.
Yeah, I'm sure you did, Big. You are the pay cow.
Guess who else who loves the casino and the bingo and the scratchers and the this and the that? Emily. We got along in that way. Did we go to the
Well, I'm sure. I'm sure, dude. That's all there is to fucking do there.
casino after you went to work? Maybe once, but it was usually on
Well,
a
you could have gone for a hike, but you know Amber wouldn't have joined.
day that you took off by your doing. So don't fuck with me. Don't.
Ew. Ew. Dog, she pisses me off when she gets like this. I can only imagine how it feels to be Emily. Honestly, I don't, again, not saying that, you know, I like Emily by any chance, but to have a she's crazy, sitting and talking to you like this, oh, that would make my blood boil.
With me. Please don't fuck with me. If I said no, she'd get upset. You've never said no. And compared
What? Bruh.
to her working on vlogs all day. That never happened because I didn't vlog
Who never says no? You never said no. What the fuck does that mean?
at your house. I maybe did a few videos. So that's not true, Emily. Saying she still had the energy to do things, so I should too. Okay. None of that ever happened. Amber expected me
I doubt that. I doubt it. Amber says so much shit, I'm sure she doesn't remember half of it.
to constantly be available. I will say, I was a little like that. I can take accountability there. If I
Side eye. Amber, that is in and of itself also abuse in a relationship. So, when are you going to admit it? When are you going to finally sit here and say, I am abusive in relationships. I need to get help for that. Then maybe people will actually give a fuck about you. Actually, no, because I think you did something terrible to Rarity.
didn't text or call during my breaks, or if I wasn't giving her attention constantly, she'd get upset or start a fight. That's due to my trauma. She would always accuse
Not an excuse. You're 34 years old. Ugh.
me of not loving her, and and how terrible of a girlfriend I was. I never said you were a terrible girlfriend. You became terrible. She wanted me to call
Oh, became terrible.
out of work anytime she was having a crisis, or just felt like she wanted me to stay at home. Lie. Oh my god. She was always in a bad mood because of this. I don't know what that means. If I did anything that didn't involve her directly, she would start an argument. Not true. I was
That's definitely fucking true. All these little, not true. That was you. You never said no. That is telling me, bingo, hitting the nail on the head. Because, yeah, of course she can admit that, yeah, I'm a little controlling of their time, blah, blah, blah. That's stuff she has already admitted to. She has never come on and admitted, other than in little slip-ups in the very, very beginning, she has never come on and purposefully admitted that she is abusive.
was also trying to juggle everything in my life on top of her constantly being mad at me. You weren't really juggling anything because
You weren't juggling anything? She had a job. Amber.
didn't really do much of anything.
She had a job. She has a kid. She has a house to take care of. What the fuck? See, she's so self-absorbed, she can't even fathom anyone else's life. Even her girlfriends. Even when it's happening right in front of her, she sees the responsibilities Emily has to do. She can't recognize it. She's a terrible human being.
We'd get into arguments and she just wouldn't let anything go. That is literally you to a T. I've never been more
Oh my god. You guys, I'm getting so tired of this. I am so tired of this. Holy Christ.
gaslit and manipulated in my life. I have never felt the way that you made me feel in my life.
Oh, okay. Except you act this way with every single relationship. So, which is it?
The fact that you made me feel the way that my dad made my mom feel is
Gross. Gross. And she's watching the video. She sees all the comparisons people are making of her to her dad. So that's why she's doing this.
sick. Okay.
Now, George, your rage that you showed the other night, yeah, something tells me that had to do with what happened to Rarity.
She would gaslight, deflect, just typical narcissistic behavior. We both know I'm not a narcissist. How about...
Okay. Listen, she might not be. Who knows? The thing is, Amber's main diagnosis wouldn't be, oh, she's a narcissist. Yeah, it's narcissism. No, it's a slew of things. It's definitely not just that. Narcissism is a byproduct of whatever seriously miswired whatever the fuck is going on up there.
Thought that in the past? Yes. Have I taken plenty narcissist tests? Yes. Have I talked to therapists? Yes, because genuinely that terrifies me. But you know that I'm not a narcissist.
She's such a crock of shit. That genuinely terrifies me. Dog, what? What? I don't know any person out there who genuinely is a good person, knows they're a good person, but is fearful they're a narcissist? What?
You know that I'm not. But the behaviors that you demonstrate shows textbook narcissist behavior. And it...
She doesn't even know what the fuck she's talking about. Textbook. Oh my god. Again, Kay, honestly, if Emily is narcissistic, fine. You met your match, Amber.
scares me. You scare me. It got to the point...
Okay. Listen, she can only do all this now because she has a script in front of her. She has a script. She knows where to say, no, that was you. And that's it. That's her only rebuttal. No, that was actually you, Emily. What the fuck?
Or I started going into the other room just to sleep because she wouldn't stop arguing with me when I was trying to rest before a shift. That happened.
This one ain't going to be a fun one, guys. I'm sure you already caught on to that vibe. It's not a fun one. It's not all laughy, ha ha ha. She pisses me off when she gets into this vindicated feeling.
One time, and it's when everything hit the fan, and I followed you in there with my BPD meltdown, my tantrum.
It doesn't matter. A tantrum? You're an abusive asshole. We'll call it what it is. Stop.
Yeah, I did. And I'm able to admit that.
I don't care if you can admit it at this point, Amber. You're almost 35 years old. Get yourself to the point where you don't do that shit.
Pain turned me into a monster because of what you did. Yeah.
No. You do not get to sit there and say to someone, well, I hurt you because you acted this way. That's the only reason why. If you didn't do what you did, then I wouldn't have hurt you. No, you do not get to sit there and say that, Amber. Abso-fucking-lutely not. That is an abuser's go-to. She's pissing me off so much, you guys. I might actually have to, really step back and take a break from this one. Fuck.
I am able to admit that. And you're not taking accountability for anything, and that's terrifying to me. She came into the room and stood over the bed. She told
Well, the conversation is on you, Big.
me that if I wasn't going to continue the conversation, which was basically her going on and on about it.
I'm pretty sure Emily did say, yeah, I was talking shit.
I love her, and then said, fine, if I can't have peace from being able to have this conversation, then you aren't going to either. She would then stand next to the bed I was sleeping in and intentionally keep me up all night.
Huh, interesting. No rebuttal during all of this, huh?
I feel like this happened every time she knew I was going to work. Like she was intentionally keeping me up because she didn't like that I wasn't home instead of work. That's a bullshit lie. I liked when you went to work. Not gonna lie. It was peace from you.
How dare you say that when you were in her home? Amber, if it's that bad, go the fuck home. You weren't wanted. And if you could feel that, why the hell did you force yourself to stay? Oh, it was nice when you weren't there at your own house that you paid and worked for. Yeah, it was real nice. What? Get the fuck out of there then. What is your problem? Oh, you guys, she's just getting me going.
I liked having those 2 days a week where I didn't have to be like, oh my God, is she going to be raging at me? Is there going to...
Why were you there then? Why were you there, Amber? This just makes it look more and more like you were forcing something.
be a fat joke? I liked that piece, Emily. That one time did I stand next to the bed crying for you to hear me, to love me. I felt so unheard. I felt so unloved. Like you...
Doesn't matter, honestly, dude. Go cry about it in the living room. She wants to go to sleep, to go to work. Stop. Stop. All you're doing is corroborating, is that the right word? Her entire story.
Constantly were deceitful. Did I do that? I did. I stood there, bawling my eyes out, waiting for a hug, reassurance, love. Snowflake said...
How pathetic. Honestly, how fucking pathetic. Amber, you stood by her bed crying, begging to be loved. You need to learn to respect yourself more than that. And then maybe you'll give a fuck about someone else.
Sounds like she didn't want you to work and just spend all day at home with her. I'm guessing she used BPD as an excuse for her shitty behavior. I'm guessing so. What's your excuse, Snowflake? Emily replied...
What? What? Amber, just because he doesn't like you doesn't mean he's a shitty person. You fucking crazy.
She 100% used her BP as an excuse. I did, I do, it's also a reason. That's what's frustrating.
No, Amber, it's not, okay? It's not. When you're actively not giving a fuck, not trying to make anything better for you or the people around you, no, it's not a reason. It's only an excuse.
Me the most. Anytime she...
And I don't even think she was diagnosed. Still.
One of her tantrums. She wouldn't take any accountability and say it's because she has BPD. And she'd be like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to tell you how I feel. Which is true. I'm just trying to tell you how I feel. When she would literally scream...
Okay, well, Amber, I know this is a crazy concept. Not everyone in your life needs to know how you feel. Did you ever consider that? That even to your girlfriend, every single little feeling that you have is not her responsibility. You're an adult. You need to figure that shit out for yourself.
At me about something like taking 4 minutes longer than I would.
Or if you really need someone there constantly to validate you like that, then you need to go be in a fucking daycare.
When I went outside to
Because that's how little kids are treated. That's how you're begging to be treated as a toddler. That's pathetic.
Not true. I told her she can't use that as an excuse. If she refuses to do anything to help herself to get better, she made a lot of false promises of getting into therapy. So did you. You need therapy bad, girl. You need therapy bad, like on a different type of level.
That's so gross. That is so gross to sit there and say to someone when you are an active abuser in every relationship in your life. She's vile, you guys. Absolutely vile.
Told me in so many different occasions that she was signed up and she never went. That's not true. Oh, Snowflake said, so what would you do all day when you were at work? I'm going to take a guess and say nothing. Lay in bed all day watching reaction channels. So no, I wasn't watching reaction channels, but yeah, all I did was stay in her bed. That is all I did. I feel like...
Yeah, we know, Amber. You didn't get up once to take care of those animals that you so care about.
Some of this is like out of order because this doesn't make sense. But the response was, yep, that was one of her manipulative tactics and staying longer when it was getting to the point where I was asking her to leave. I have journal entries and I'm pretty sure I have messages literally telling...
Listen, I only want the journals to see how she perceives everything. That's the only reason why. She ain't going to tell the truth. She's going to tell her truth, which to her is the only truth that matters.
I knew that I needed to leave. I was miserable. I would call my mom constantly, bawling my eyes out, Emily.
No wonder your mom cut you off then. Because you'll do all that and then still beg to stay. God, dude, you're such a headache.
Because of you. And my mom was like, honey, I will come get you. You deserve better. You don't deserve this. She thought...
Oh, but remember when she came on swearing up and down, guys. My stepdad, my mom, they all love her. You're still such a freaking dirty ass liar. And it all could have been avoided if you just had some self-respect.
She would get a therapist here. I'd let her stay so she could do the therapy. She did a whole lot of nothing, to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't do shit there. I was miserable. She sat around and watched.
Amber, that literally led to what happened with Rarity. That led to the further neglect and abuse of her space and your animals. How fucking dare you sit here and laugh about it? Oh my god. She's really making my blood boil, you guys, in this one. Holy shit. I can't fathom this. I don't understand how she can just view herself as entirely innocent in everything. It's all justified. Oh my god. Amber, you gotta fucking clock out of this, dude.
YouTube videos, including reaction channels, all day. No, I did her laundry. She did do my laundry because I literally could not do the laundry. She had one of those laundries where you had to bend down. I could not, like, there's the ones that are...
Okay, Amber, so maybe lose some weight. Huh? You're 34 years old. You should be able to do your fucking laundry in any machine.
out like this, and then the ones that are like this. Hers.
She's 34 years old and completely able-bodied, except the fact that she ate herself to 600 pounds, okay? So don't think, please guys, don't think that, like, that critique extends to people who have disabilities, who need assistance in different things. Completely unrelated.
Like this, and I couldn't like go down to get it. I'm too short and too fat. My stomach was literally in the way. I could not reach down and get my laundry. So yes, she did do my laundry, and she did it twice when I was there. I cleaned up.
You were there for 3 months, walking around in underwear that had only been washed twice. Ugh.
After her and took care of the pets. She won't ever let Twinkie or the dogs out during the day when she was home. That's a fucking lie. So I'll come home from...
Oh, so that's a lie, but you stayed in her bed all damn day, huh? Because you were so miserable. You didn't do shit there. Okay, Amber.
work. I have to clean up Twinkie's pee off the brand new floor that I put in. And her dog's pee, but that's not true. That was from when we were fucking sleeping.
Well, Amber, if your dog is pissing all over the place, then her dog is going to feel the need to reassert itself. So,
Said, ugh, disgusting. Only time I remember her talking about her responsibilities with the pets was when she did the video explaining how Rarity got out. I'm sure she talked about that stuff, but then I just can't remember actually. Before I asked about Rarity, how did the tantrums get? What was the worst? If you're okay talking about it, if not, I'll shut my face. You know what's funny? When me and Emily were messaging last night, it's not...
see, they're still in talks. I bet they still are, even right now.
Like, literally was asking questions about my hygiene. Emily told me. Snowflake was literally asking questions about my hygiene. That's where his head is at, bro.
We want all the tea. Yeah, we do. Well, Amber, you're also coming on here saying I only washed my clothes twice in 3 months. So, questioning the hygiene there would be, something.
Isn't for justice for Emily.
No one wants justice for Emily. Emily fucked around and found out on her own terms, okay? Don't give a fuck. This is a PSA to anyone that ever thinks to themselves, this Amber Lynn girl seems like a nice chick. This is for you, okay? That's what this is all for. And so you know what? So that we have an easy link to send to your future girlfriends. How about that, Amber?
This is for clout and for money and for making Amber Lynn look as worse as she can look. Like,
Amber, if you want to stop looking bad, stop doing bad things.
if Amber Lynn can look bad, he's gonna do it. The tantrum slowly escalated each time.
He didn't want that originally, Amber. You just keep proving that you're that girl every time. Oh my god. I guess she forgets the moment where she was so infatuated and in love with him when he actually gave her benefit of the doubt sometimes. And then he got to the child stuff and was like, yo, fuck this chick. And yeah, now she's like, I don't like him. I don't like him. Everything he says is a lie. Okay, pedo.
I started with her just shouting at me to escalating to her slamming doors and punching walls. That never happened. I think I slammed a door one time because I was so fed up. Like the betrayal, the gaslighting, the...
Excuse me? But if you're living in my house and you dare slam one of my doors, pack up.
stonewalling, the cruelty, the fat jokes. Anytime I tried...
You stayed! Oh my god. And you stayed during all of it. Huh? Huh? You weren't being abused or manipulated to stay there. Huh? Emily didn't take all your money and then say, okay, you can only get your money through me now. What are you on about?
leaving the room, she would block doorways. She was also really jealous. Anytime I talked about Colleen, I made it very clear that I'm very understanding of the whole Colleen situation. But when you would compare me to Colleen in fights, you began to turn that into a weapon. Colleen was...
Okay. Well, Amber, you would probably say like, well, why don't you do this? You would do this for blah, blah, blah. You'd do this if I was Colleen. Yeah, I'm sure she was like, you will never be Colleen. Ever. Because you know why, Amber? Even through all the drama of it all, when we were diving through the information on Emily and Colleen's relationship, do you know what the one thing we could tell was? And I talked about this recently. The one thing we could tell was that was a deeply cared for woman. Whether you want to argue by Emily or not, she had a lot of people around her that deeply loved and cared about her. That says everything about the type of person that she was. What's it say about you, Amber? Huh?
No longer your late fiance, but a weapon to hurt your current girlfriend. That's not cool, dude.
You're such a fucking weirdo. And you're weird also for pushing this relationship, too. Like, it hadn't even been a year, dog. Like, yeah, I'm sure she's going to have a lot of shit to work through. And having a 600-pounder there threatening you and saying, I'm not leaving, we're getting this shit figured out. Yeah, I bet that would set her off.
Allowed to share
I don't want to make excuses for Emily. I don't want it to come off that way. But, like, I just don't trust a single fucking thing Amber says anymore.
or say anything about it really anymore. She would end up getting really pissed. I wonder fucking why.
Oh, George coming out.
Because she became a weapon just to hurt me. But the worst tantrum was actually the...
Just to hurt me. Just to hurt me. So because Emily said something that hurt Amber's feelings, that means Emily is specifically weaponizing something against her. This could have just been simply, Colleen wouldn't treat me this way. And that is probably what Amber is talking about.
Rarity went missing. And why was I reacting that way? For the audience watching, let me remind you. Emily and I were sitting in her car, and she had lied to me for weeks about this woman she was speaking to. She said it was a coworker. Turned out it was a hater that she was friends with, where she would talk shit about me. She would stare at me right in my fucking eyes. The woman that she loves, and say, I'm not lying.
She never loved you, Amber. I don't know why you're not getting that through your head yet, okay? And if she was saying she did, that's on her, and I don't agree with that. But actions speak a lot louder than words, okay? And if all this is true, you should have read those actions clear as fucking day, that you were not wanted there, but you still stayed.
She was on Tumblr looking at naked women bigger than me right after having sex with me. And
Oh, almost like, you know, she had her dinner but was a little disappointed, needed a little more, huh? Huh? Who would have thought Amber wasn't enough lady for her?
the picture that is so engraved in my brain was this woman on an oxygen tank in a hospital bed. And then in that same moment, I find her on Phoebe, which is where the feeders go to do their thing. I click the message.
Yeah, I'm sure you know all about it.
The day that we met in person, she messaged a girl saying how sexy she was. She messaged another masked lesbian feeder saying...
Okay, and your Dalton story also lines up when you were dating Emily. So what about that, huh? Huh? What about that? Did Emily have you so distraught you forgot your sexuality for a minute?
Wow, we're rare. Masked lesbian feeders. That's the day I found out the truth about
What? I don't know, dude. Every single girlfriend you've had seems to fall under that category.
everything. Well, not slightly everything, but most of it. And then you get mad and play victim because of my reaction. She saw me scrolling through my...
Well, Amber, if your reaction is abuse, then yeah, she gets to. Because you're abusive.
phone, and there was this woman on my Instagram feed. She flipped out and said I was micro cheating. She fucking lied.
Look at how happy she gets. Look how giddy she gets. Oh, she lied! She lied, guys! I got her on something!
She saw this woman on my Instagram feed. She won't even admit to the Tumblr. When I tell you my jaw is on the floor, can someone...
Well, I mean, to be honest, who really fucking cares? Who cares, Amber? We knew Emily was into that shit, and we think she's a bad person because of it. You seem to be the only one that's like, oh, so shocked. Oh, how dare she? Bitch, we been knew. Alrighty. I took a little break, got myself some dinner, went to the dispensary. We're doing a lot better now.
Pick it up for me, 'cause I'm too fat. Whew, that was
Well, whose fault's that?
the first time she got physical with me. She threw things at me. What did I throw at you? What did I throw at you? Actually, I didn't throw a thing at you, Emily.
I don't know, because your first option was, how could I be physically abusive? All I can do is, oh, I could throw this. I could throw this. This is your first go-to.
Oh, she replied. The water bottle that was on my dresser. Oh, I threw a water bottle on your dresser. Okay, let me go back to the text message from last night where you said that I did not throw it at you.
Ew. I hate her acting like this.
You know when you picked up the water bottle to throw at me? All I did was pick it up. I didn't throw it at you. And
Doesn't matter. Did you threaten it, girl?
you said, so when you picked it up and raised it like you were gonna throw it, what was that? That is
Yeah.
what you said right in there.
Amber, you were going to. You were going to. This isn't doing what... I mean, sure, yeah, technically, it says she didn't throw it. But you were going to. Yeah, simple enough, Amber. You went into the action of doing it.
So did I throw it or not? How?
Look at how viscerally angry she is. And you expect us to believe that she does not have an anger problem? Okay.
I'm gonna sit here and lie.
Ew. I hate seeing her like this. I hate seeing anyone like this because it's the worst behavior. Ugh.
I'm like so actually shook right now. She then grabbed my arm and dug her nails into my arm to the point of drawing blood.
Why are you getting all giddy about this, Amber? Why? Even if it's not true, why are you getting so giddy about it? We know from other partners that that's what you do.
I have a picture that she later deleted months later. All right, let me dumb this down for dummies.
Amber, you can't dumb it down any lower than you are.
Fighting. Like, not physically, sorry. The BPD tantrums coming out of me. Her room.
That's not a freaking excuse. I'm so damn tired of that, okay? Because you know what? There are so many people out there with BPD that I'm sure manage that shit. And they don't act like fucking children.
It's cluttered. I end up tripping over the fucking rug. My
Well, lift your fat feet. Sorry.
body goes onto her. She falls. I grab her arm. While she's in her car, she takes a picture
Huh? Amber, you don't make any sense. You really actually don't.
of her arm and she sends it to me. It shows nothing. 2 days later, we're now arguing about the argument that we had 2 days prior. Why are we arguing about that? Because Amberlynn's hurting. She ends up leaving the house again. That's what she does.
Okay, see? See, so all of this, all of the arguing and everything is just because Amberlynn is hurting. Tough shit, dude. Do you know how many people hurt every single day and they don't turn around and abuse people? Tough shit. Learn to manage your emotions. I'm so done, like, babying the situation. She needs to just grow the fuck up and learn how to manage herself.
She ends up sending me.
Because this is pathetic. Honestly, it's pathetic for both of them. They're, what? Tommy's in her 30s, isn't she? Anyways, both in their 30s. Grow the fuck up already.
A picture of her arm.
Block each other, shut up, move on. Jesus, it's so annoying. I'm so over this, you guys.
With these nail marks.
Not, this. I love talking to y'all, but I'm so over just this situation with her and Emily, because they're probably back together.
That are like so like deep. I'm like, well, I'm literally on the phone with my mom, bawling, and I'm sending my mom these screenshots, and I'm like, Mom, I think Emily just faked nail marks.
Bro, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this, Amber. Oh my God. Emily, I hope that this silence we've been seeing isn't you running back. I hope you are getting legal counsel. I hope you are going to press charges against her. I don't know if that's possible. I don't. I'm being so for real, but I would inquire about it. I would be asking a legal professional, is there anything I can do with this? This is just, it feels so sinister and gross, and I don't like Emily. I really, really don't. But what's it going to take to make Amber learn? Because I don't believe a single thing she's fucking saying. Who would? It's scary. It's actually scary. And the more I watch these freaking live streams, this recap shit of all this that went down, it just makes me more and more fearful for the pets. And anyone else. Mama Lynn, too, even. She doesn't deserve, Amber's abuse. She did her fucking hard work and her time, literally. Maybe prison would do Amber good.
Emily literally faked nail marks in a different shirt on a different day, took the picture as if it was the same day. And
I don't believe that. I just don't. Sorry. I really, really don't. And the way she's getting so angry about this. Amber, truth be told, this is never the way that you should handle someone coming out and saying things against you. Okay? You always turn it into a smear campaign against the other person, most of the time projecting what they have said to you. That's not how you handle this. The conversation is not on Emily. It might be with Emily, but that's not what the conversation is about. We're talking about your abuse and your behavior. And the fact that you keep skirting around that and wanting to point the finger back at Emily, even if Emily was wrong in some of this, take accountability for what you did do. If you feel the need, clarify what you did not do. But Emily's actions are not what's in question here. It's yours. If you want to talk about Emily, I say make a separate video about that. But this says everything.
Emily then later deleted both of the things, but she didn't know that I took screenshots of it. She is trying to get a situation to look like something that it wasn't. Stop exaggerating. Say it like it is. Amberlynn having crazy tantrums. Say it like it fucking is.
I mean, we knew that, Amber, and you're... Ugh. Ugh. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just misremembering. I don't think we've ever seen this attitude out of her before. Even when she was mad, clapping back at Beck, or anyone else back in the day. I've never seen her get this, just... like she's disgusted. that she even has to come on here and do all this. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Responded to her.
I don't buy it though that like all of these problems is from Emily. I mean, yeah, it's a two-way street. I'm sure they're both crazy, but still, I don't know.
Jesus. Wow. Snowflake, you're so pathetic. You're so empathetic. She replied,
What? Because he just didn't send some big, oh my god, Emily, I'm so sorry that happened to you. One time, that reminds me, actually. That's how Amber views being an empath.
at that point, I was livid. I told her to go back to Oklahoma, and then I was absolutely done. I decided on my own.
Oh, I bet. I bet. She decided after Emily said, get the fuck out. Then she was like, fine. My choice.
That I was gonna leave. I know she likes to say that she decided it. It wasn't.
Amber, we know you. Holy fuck, we know you. And honestly, this makes me feel bad because reading so many of your guys' comments, so many of your experiences with people like Amber, like, and how similar they are to mine even, it's so scary, you know? It is so scary. And I hate that. I absolutely hate that. That's, so many people see through it. So many people see it for what it is,
Not her decision. It was mine. Then she grabbed a picture
Okay. Okay, I bet.
of me and Colleen and held it up and threatened to break it. She knew that is something that would hurt me more than anything she could do physically to me, like the lowest she could go. She let her apologize and then tried begging for me back,
I think it's supposed to say she later.
saying that it was her BPD. At first she denied that she did any of those things, which that sucked too. I've never denied a single thing that I've actually done. And I'm like, am I just
I don't know, dude. I don't see why Destiny would have a need to lie about the whole Code Red incident.
imagining the gouges out of my arm? I just saw a photo that makes me want to cry. Like, why does
What, was it of the cat you killed? Oh, sorry, which cat that she killed? It's been multiple.
happen? Why couldn't it just been a good relationship?
Eye roll. Fucking Christ. So even after someone treats you like absolute dog shit, Amber, you're still just begging for it to be good. That's so sad. That is so sad. Well, for anyone else. For you, it's perfect.
She apologized profusely when she knew she couldn't gaslight me into believing it didn't happen. Because it didn't.
Okay. That's what she says about multiple incidents that other ex-partners also swear by. So, dude, I can't buy a single thing she has to say. Literally ever again.
God. See, this is what I mean about being gaslit. You start to think, did it really happen? If it wasn't for me saving that fucking screenshot that she later deleted, I would be sitting here thinking, did that really happen?
You're psychotic. I don't know if I'm using that word correctly, but she's fucking crazy. Jesus. You know what? I'm going to throw out an opinion there. I'm very open to hearing your guys' take on it. Could we say it's all right to call someone crazy if they know they are crazy and are a harm to other people and other things around them? And they don't do anything about that? I think then we could say crazy, right? Like Jeffrey Dahmer was fucking crazy. All those people. Richard Ramirez, fucking crazy. Anyone that does anything to harm other people, fucking crazy. She's crazy.
Literally.
I don't know. These tears and everything seem very different from the ones we saw the other night. Right? The other night, it was like she was panicking, dude.
It makes me sad for her. My favorite thing is sit on and spin. I figured it out! Oh my god, suck my ass.
Sorry, I know a lot of you really don't like that, but oh my god. Ew. Ew. Amber, I think the only thing that's seen that in years is the corner of your frickin' sink. And maybe your own head.
I've never been more excited in my life.
Why? It's honestly a little disturbing how giddy she's getting over this whole thing. Like, girl, this is your life. Ew.
So this is original photo, okay?
No, she's actually crazy.
Remember, there's gauges and blood, okay? Remember that part. This is her arm.
Gauges? Gouges, you mean, you dumb fuck? Jesus.
This is her arm, okay?
What the fuck am I looking at? No, that looks like it would have broken the skin at least.
Keep in mind she's wearing a maroon shirt. And then look at what she sends me a couple days
To be fair, we also can't see if there might be something there with the tattoo.
later. Because she forgot that she took that photo and sent it to me. In this photo, you're going to see these weird marks that she created herself. Oh, Emma.
Well, Amber, couldn't this have been two completely separate times, seeing as how you like to do this? Couldn't that be the case? I mean, right? I don't know. Chat, leave a 1.
Has marks all over her body. I don't want to go into medical from something medical. I'm not getting into it. She is
What the fuck?
wearing a completely different shirt, completely different day. Why is it blurry? She faked nail marks days later. Did
Oh, what did the text say with that?
you guys hear what she said in Snowflake's thing that she
I think I missed it. Amber, I wouldn't doubt it happened multiple times within just a couple days apart.
was bleeding? Oh my god, I hate that I'm doing this because I still love her, but it's like I'm tired of the lies. And right
You're so pathetic. I'm sorry.
here it says, am I just imagining the gauges? Am I just imagining that? Am I just imagining
Gouges? Gouges, you mean, you freaking dick?
that? Am I just imagining that? Yes, you are imagining that. Are you imagining the gauges out of your arm? The blood? Yes, you are. When was it?
I'm sorry, I really shouldn't be laughing. I shouldn't be, but gouges? The gouges?
Muted. Did you guys hear me say that that was from November 17th? Sorry, Gabrielle, I don't know how to pronounce it. And then Snowflake goes, oh God, then you went to work. Oh, he's so sympathetic. He's such a sympathetic man. Oh.
Ew. Okay, every time that I said, oh, she's crashing out, spiraling, take it back. This is it. And we can only go lower, okay? To be fair, but, oh, the spiral has commenced.
Stupid as we might have to do like a part 2 when I get home.
Please fucking no. When you get home. What does she mean by that? Oh, like she's going to go out and then come back. Gotcha. Sorry. We've been here almost nearly 2 hours.
I spent hours upon hours driving around looking for her, walking through fields and in between houses around my house and through the snow. Amberlynn would go on the drive.
Don't you dare be mocking her when we know damn well that's exactly what she did to try to find your cat, dude. Her mocking that instead of being actually grateful that after everything, after all of the fighting, no matter whose fault it was, she still helped you. She helped you a lot, Amber. And you're going to mock her about that. Okay. No, that says everything.
With me, but obviously didn't do the walking around part. When it was snowing, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I can't walk in snow. I wear flats. I have lymphedema, but when it wasn't snowing,
I wear flats. Get some fucking shoes. You know what? I'd be out there barefoot till my feet turned fucking black. Alright?
I was looking just as much as you. One time me and Emily got in such...
What a crock of shit. I was looking just as much as you. From the seat of your car. I hate her. I hate her. And you know what? It's her own laziness, her own big assness, whatever. Sorry, I'm going to be a dick, so if you're a little sensitive to that, maybe skip ahead. This fucking bitch, she can sit there on her ass And because that's her whole life, she can't fucking fathom getting up, okay? Unless she absolutely has to. So she will never consider the actual work that other people do. But we're the ones that take our able bodies for granted. Fuck off.
Like a bad fight, and it was over something that she said to me. Obviously, like, I'm a sensitive person, duh. So I'm gonna feel some type of way. So we were in an argument, and she literally would use looking.
Okay, well, Amber, you can be a sensitive person and not be a see you next Tuesday. So there's that. Sorry about it. Your sensitivity is no one's problem but your own. I'm sorry. Your insecurities is no one's problem, not even your partner's, but your own. Yes, it's great to have support, but if your insecurity is caused by them, maybe go discuss it with a therapist first before you pop off.
Rarity as like a control thing, as like power, in the same way that she would use Colleen as a weapon.
What?
She started to use Rarity as one. I loved Rarity, and she was a sweet.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Amber? Because that, I think, tells me even more about the Colleen situation. What, would she bring up Rarity when questions of your behavior or your actions or how much you actually care are brought up? How much you care about something other than yourself? Was that when it was brought up? Yeah, I bet.
And she would always sleep on my chest. I did everything I could to try to find her. I can't say her.
So hold on. Would always sleep on Emily's chest, and Amber has said before many times, Rarity is in bed with her every single night. So you're going to tell me it was a full night now? Or no? No? No, it was that day when she left for work? Or which is it, Amber? Which is it? Because you sound like a fucking lie.
That she purposely let her cat out, but give the circumstances, the situation doesn't look good. You left the fucking door open. When you left that night, you betrayed me, and you could not handle the reaction that I had due to the pain that you caused me.
So you're going to tell me you fall asleep every single night and Rarity is nowhere to be found and you don't think anything of it? Yeah, great pet owner.
Took the blame. That is a conversation we had ad nauseum. So many times we talked about it.
Ad nauseum. Shut up.
Emily.
Sit and spin, Amber.
You know that. I took the blame for you over and over and over.
And you know what? She was waiting for this. She was waiting for this. For something to happen. For her to be able to push all of the blame of that onto Emily. Now she can, in her delusional ass mind, say to herself, well, the truth is out there now. So everyone knows my truth. Everyone knows what happened. I'm not at fault at all. I can wash my hands and my guilty conscience of this. I'm not okay, you guys. I'm really not. Like, this just pisses me off so incredibly much. So much. And I'm not even pissed off that she did it to Emily. I'm just pissed off that, like, it continues. And it's going to continue.
About everything for you, about you being a feeder, and I lied about us not being in a relationship to protect you.
Oh, but you guys, she was never lying to you. Never. Never.
Constantly, because I wanted people to like you. But you know what's funny?
Amber, to be fair, your audience doesn't have to like your partners. So, just like they don't have to like you. And that's so weird, honestly, because, like, Amber, no one likes you. No one likes your partners when they're with you, okay? It's always after they get out that we're like, okay, maybe they're a little chill. Right?
You wanted people to hate me. Do you have a humiliation kink? Is that what it is? You wanted to see me humiliated?
I mean, isn't that like a part of the feederism? Oh, sorry. Snuck up on her.
You got your way. Are you turned on?
Ew. Ew. Why do I feel like they're including us in all this? I don't consent to that, Amber. Or Emily.
Is this like your version of like phone sex, sexy time? Well, I'm not having fun with it. I'll tell you that. If it was a ploy to get her
Ew.
to be able to stay in Wisconsin longer than I guess it definitely worked. Off. The most
Ah! That's definitely true. Fuck off.
horrific things that you can say to a person, she said to me. And I stayed with her. And
Okay, that says everything about the both of you. Alright? Alright, and I'm sure you said foul shit too, dog. Remember the things you used to say to your mom? Yeah.
still loved her. Sadly, I still do. When is my pain
You're so fucked.
gonna stop? Because in the good times,
Amber, your pain will actually lessen if you go and get serious psychiatric help. Actually. I think you just need to be in a closed off, regulated environment. Like, I just don't think real life is for her. Sorry. She's so delusional.
oh, Snowflake says, I don't know if you're like Amber and keep old messages,
She needs to live in like her own little Truman Show bubble.
but do you have any messages from Amber about Rarity going missing? Because I need the clout.
Sorry. It just disturbs me so much the attitude she has on the conversation of her cat. Whether she did it or not. Well, no. If she didn't do it, I feel like this would hurt her a lot more emotionally. But it almost just seems like a clapback joke for her. And that's very disturbing.
I need the money because I quit my job to do this, and I'm divorced. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's Snowflake. I'm gonna just let you have her on that one, dog. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. I mean, Amber, at least he was able to get married. Where's your ring?
The message of her initial reporting when she was missing, which is timestamped. It shows that her story that she posted on her vlogs about her being missing at 5 a.m. was not correct. So our huge argument happened in the morning, 5 a.m., 4 a.m. Emily has a massive.
Could you fucking imagine? Could you fucking imagine? Oh my god. Starting off the day with that bullshit. And the thing is, I'm sure all the arguments were started by Amber over very unnecessary things. Some things may be warranted. Who knows? But Amber, I really don't think you were supposed to be there that long.
Her cat Daniel, Princess, Wasabi, Rarity.
There's so many.
They all like to be in the basement. That's where they went to the bathroom. They had free roam of the whole place, and also her cat Wig. So normal pattern of the day is a lot of the time, like you didn't see a cat. You didn't see a cat because they were all hanging out doing their damn thing at the basement. And I noticed that normally the time when I would see her, I didn't see her. I've seen most of the cats today, but I haven't seen Rarity. So I went down to the basement and I didn't see her. I'm going to.
You're telling me all of those animals and only Rarity is the one that happened to go out of the still open, mind you, door? I don't believe this. Amber, what did you do with the body? Where's the body?
I'm going to floor number 1, floor number 2, floor number 3, floor number 4.
Oh, please, she definitely wasn't. So, you guys, I'm not walking around to look for my cat that I dearly love, okay? I can't walk out in the snow. But, I'm taking the stairs.
Why isn't she coming out? That is when I messaged Emily because the pattern was then broke. The fact that Emily is turning this into, I don't know if she let her out on purpose when you know you let her out because you left the door open is sick. Sick.
I'm really I don't know. I have such a pit in my stomach right now. This doesn't make me feel right, guys. I don't know what I'm feeling, I don't know. I don't know what I think about all of this, but it's not making me feel good.
Where's next?
I don't like when it gets this dark. I just don't. I mean, abuse in general is not okay. That's why I've been very annoyed this whole fucking video. The drama of it all, the bitching back and forth, that's funny. Her crying on here, like, yeah, the breathe. That's funny. But, like, when it gets down to the nitty gritty of it all, it always just is so dark.
Messages. Snowflake says, well, that doesn't look good. In his head, he's like, that looks great. That looks amazing. He's probably thinking in his head, I'm gonna get that money. And then he said she made a couple.
I don't know why she thinks everyone is so money obsessed. I really, really don't. Like, what's the fucking problem here, dude? It's just a projection. That's what it has to be. I mean, that's what it is every fucking time with Amber. Every fucking time. It's just a projection.
Videos crying about Rarity. Were you off screen watching this, and what did you think? Because her acting is. I've always thought, I didn't buy she was genuinely sad. I was home for a few of them that she filmed. It was always after a fight between her and I. I think she wanted to take advantage of the tears and the crying and put it on camera. You're insane!
No, I think you are, Amber. You see that rage? That was pure rage, once again, which I think is the only real emotion Amber can feel other than confusion, maybe, is absolute pure rage. Because how dare you notice that?
And in this moment, I wish more than anything I could talk to your ex, Megan. Megan, if you are watching this or if someone knows Megan, have her talk to me. I
Do you see this? Do you see this?
would do anything to talk to you.
Scary. Absolutely terrifying. Emily, I hope you do the smart thing and, like, at the very minimum, get a restraining order. There needs to start being a paper trail with all of the exes there and everything regarding Amber and her dirty fucking habits. Well, you know, dirtier than Wipegate. You know what I mean? Like, her skeletons, they either need to come out or needs to start being a paper trail, because if there was a paper trail, this would have ended a long time ago. A long time ago. She might have been in county fucking jail with her mom. All right?
At this point, I don't know. I would do anything just to speak to
No, her mom wasn't in county jail. She was in federal prison.
you personally. I will never share anything, but I need someone who understands because this is crazy.
Something tells me Megan don't want nothing to fucking do with you either, bitch. Because, wait. You were defending Emily during all of that. So now, what changed? Huh? And that was actually a decent amount into her Wisconsin trip, I believe. So things would have already been rocky. You still came on and defended her against Megan. Megan's who is also known as diabetic in the basement, right? I just want to clarify that.
Even asked her why you would film right now if you're this upset. You are so unhinged that you have actually made me unhinged. There's a word for that. Someone actually recently told me about it. They messaged me on Instagram and I was like,
I hate that. Why is she tongue popping so much? I fucking hate that. You know that, like, her neighbors can probably hear it. And all this, too, I'm sure.
what is that? It's where
And smell her.
someone gets turned on by someone's pain. Is that what this is? The random, like,
I don't know, Amber. You seem to get, like, a spiritual enjoyment out of causing suffering for others.
video recordings that she would do of me. She also did it to Megan while Megan was naked. And I've seen it with my own eyeballs. Emily would put
Well, Amber, maybe both of you are crazy, and maybe Emily is too. Okay. Maybe you're all just a bunch of fucking weirdos.
push and push Megan until
I don't know. I really don't know this Megan girl, and I am very foggy on the details of all of that. So I really don't know. We watched the Geordie stream, didn't we, when it all went down? Or a recap of it? I could have sworn we did.
would react the same way I did. When I first saw this video, I was like looking, and I'm like, damn, this Megan girl, like, what the hell? What's her problem? And then I saw myself in Megan. Would I ever hold someone at a point? That's crazy. I get it. And then of course Snowflake has to go, oh yeah, she's smashing YouTube. I am smashing YouTube. Thank you. Emily wanted me to smash her. Literally.
Ew. Guys, this makes me feel so gross. Absolutely so gross. I hate this version of her more than the others. It literally is making my stomach fucking bubble.
Say how much she missed her every once in a while, but she definitely handled it better than I would have ever if I lost my pet. Do you guys want to hear a story? The first time it snowed in Wisconsin. Normally you think it would be so cute and so sweet. We'd be out there like throwing snowball fights at each other. It would be so cute. We'd come
Interesting. Throwing. More stuff? Huh, Amber? Sorry.
inside. She'd probably want me to eat like cheeseburgers and like a bunch of chicken nuggets and stuff from McDonald's. It would just be so
Ew. Amber, what is this attitude? Do you think you're really like owning her? Because the company you keep also reflects onto you, dog. So.
But no, do you want to know what happened? I had a full-fledged panic attack because all I could do was think about Rarity. You want to know what?
Ew. 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 And. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So you want to talk about Emily throwing Colleen in your face as a weapon when you fully, just gleefully, with a smile on your face and a shimmy in your shoulders, weaponized your guilt against her. Okay. Okay. I believe even it was Karina Kaboom. Also, how am I just now finding out that y'all call her Mother Frog? Is it Mother Frog? Love that. That's cunty. You're honestly cunty. But she's said that before.
Her response was nothing. I turned over in bed and I started crying. After my panic attack, I was like, oh, like genuinely, she hates me. I rolled over and guess what happened? Full-fledged fight. Because you know what she said to me? Are you crying again? That's what I did.
Well, were you? Fucking A, Amber, hearing crying every goddamn night as you're trying to sleep, I'd be pissed too.
That's how I spent my first snow day in Wisconsin. I wanted to keep it civil while she was here while we were looking for the cat. And by the way, Snowflake, sorry.
Oh, wait, that was the night. Oh, never mind. Well, Amber. Well. Emily helped you a lot with the Rarity thing, and you're just still picking fights.
Yeah, I have the thought of Hygiene.
Ew. Okay. Could someone cut off her tongue so she can't tongue pop anymore? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You asked Emily about my hygiene. She ate my seed, she ate my tea good.
Sorry. Ew. Oh my god. And before any of y'all fucking get at me, would you volunteer to do it? Okay, so shut up.
And she loved every second of it. So ask her again about my...
Ew. How could she even tell if that was the right fold she was licking, dog? Sorry. Oh. I might be wherever the smell is radiating from. Now, no, Emily's bathroom there was perfect for Amber. It was a large, flat-floored walk-in shower. Of course it was perfect for Amber. Well, Emily knows the type of woman she wants, so... Dog, that's crazy. Then Emily, build a fucking elevator in there, dude.
Hygiene. Ask her again. Ask her again. We would argue on it.
Ew. 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 Dog, there are downright dirty people out there that love it when their partners don't bathe. Like, I ain't saying it's necessarily a deal breaker for some folks. Just, I would say, most of the general population.
Though she was actually trying to minimize her tantrums. I've never minimized my tantrums. Never. Snow.
Oh, wonderful to know. Wonderful to know. So you don't ever try to regulate yourself. It's just full blown every time. Fucking A. This video definitely needs to be used in court. Or it probably will be in the future if she ever gets to that point.
Says, how did you get her to leave eventually? Because she told us she left because she was a grown-up and had an apartment or some nonsense. Yeah, that was because I didn't want to say the truth. People were seeing that. Zachary Michael, hi. Zachary Michael.
I don't think he's watching Amber. I really don't think they're watching. Zach still goes by he, they, right? Want to make sure. I don't think they give a fuck, Amber. You really... And honestly, I ain't saying that like I'm gonna stop. That's not what I'm saying. Absolutely not. But she has put a very, very nasty taste in my mouth.
Constantly say.
Which, hey, Emily, I guess you could probably relate to that, huh?
How miserable I looked in Wisconsin. He does work at the Airborne Reed factory, so he does know me pretty well. And he's...
You're so weird. I've never heard someone say their name this many fucking times, even within however long this live stream was. How many times do you guys say your name within a 2-hour period, even when you're talking about yourself? Right? Not too often. It's fucking weird.
all that. Also,
like every now and then, maybe. Multiple times. Enough to count. Crazy.
man, well, it's in my head, and I'm awake. I bet driving her home wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Actually, it was great. It was great. We argued in the beginning because she's insane. She couldn't keep her
Bruh. You know what, Emily? You're definitely not watching, and you're definitely not watching this far, but I'm just going to put this out into the ether. Who knows? Maybe you'll catch it. If Amber is calling you insane, take it as a compliment, because you don't want to be on her level of sanity. Ever. Okay? Because what's sane for Amber is criminal for the rest of the world. Let's all just remember that, okay?
behavior for too long before true self came out again. That's you. I drove 19 hours.
And we gotta remember, this is like Emily, an adult, having an argument with a toddler. So, like, if it seems very rudimentary, very elementary, the digs and the responses that Amber has, it is. It absolutely is. Emily is batting up against the overgrown toddler right now, who just learned more words, but not too many.
Great though. And flew home the next day. It took that long because of all the stops she had to take.
I mean, she doesn't have a concept of most anything in the world. Anything. She can't even conceptualize emotions for other people. Like, that's something that maybe you only experience when you're a very young toddler, and then you quickly learn, like, oh no, sharing is caring, kindness, blah blah blah. You know, like, there's a point where it starts to make sense, And I don't know as though that ever started to make sense for Amber. You catch my drift?
That's part of your kink. The stops we had to take was due to my size. And you loved my size. You loved my legs. You loved my legs.
Ugh. Ugh. Amber, she loved the legs, regretted the person that they were on. Let that sink in.
You have lied and lied and lied. You have fat shamed me. You have made me feel guilty for wanting to lose weight. You have cheated on me. You have used your late fiance as a weapon. When we broke up before.
I really don't believe any of this. Oh, also now love how it's turned to you have cheated on me. It's no longer just micro cheating, randomly seeing a naked fat bitch. Sorry, that was really rude. Sorry. Sorry, I do apologize. Should only ever use that in reference to Amber. Fair.
Where she decided to do this little weird thing with Snowflake, it was because I said, leave me the fuck alone. I expressed to her how I felt about something, and she gaslighted me. She did a lot of her.
Gaslit. Dumb fuck. Oh my god, I'm so over this bitch. Sorry.
And anytime she felt like she didn't have control of the situation, I'm so worried she's going to totally lose it when she finds out I talk to you. Because you know me. You know when you do things that hurt me, I lose it.
That's admission as well. That was admission right there. When you do things that hurt me. Well, subjectively, Amber, what hurts you probably wouldn't hurt most well-regulated and well-adjusted adults. So you need to check that out. You need to get that in fucking check, because that really was everything right there, wasn't it? And her saying, no, I did not try to calm down my tantrums. Like, Amber, you're just fully admitting you're absolute worst just because you felt hurt. That's insane to me. Hold on, sorry guys, I'm gonna pause. Nighthawks.
You worked in the medical mental health field, Emily. You worked with BPD patients.
That doesn't mean that she's equipped to deal with one attacking her at home.
You would constantly tell me, like, Amberlane, you are straight up BPD. You would tell me that constantly.
No. I really think it's something much, much darker.
You knew what triggered me. You never did a single thing to help calm me, ever. You would purposely do things to trigger me. It reminded me of that video of Megan, and that's heartbreaking.
I told y'all that was going to be Unhinged, LOL. So I'm guessing there will be a part 2, either in tonight's live or coming soon. Because there's a whole section she skipped over where Emily shared their personal text exchange.
Damn. Do you think there's going to be more? I don't know. I don't think there is. I mean, here, I'll sit here and talk with y'all as I look it up. I'm really sick and tired of this conversation. I mean, I am and I'm not. It's just stupid, honestly. And I think, oh, I'm sorry. And I think a lot of this could have been avoided if Emily wasn't such a fuckboy. If Amber had some actual fucking self-respect. No, so her last live stream was the I don't know what to do one. And we just saw that, so she hasn't done anything since. Who fucking knows? Damn, her subscribers took a bit of a jump, though. Up, unfortunately. That's kind of the only way she can get a following again at this point, is just by being absolutely messy in the worst possible her she could be, you know? Zach posting a video, will I be covering the latest Amberlyn Reed drama? LOL. That shit-eating grin in his thumbnail. They know what they're doing. I love it. That's going to fucking set her off. She's going to get so excited and giddy and then find out, oh, no, he's definitely not. Anyways, you guys, I don't know. I hope maybe Amber will learn something, but we know that's not going to happen. Good Lord, it's crazy stuff. But let me know your thoughts, guys. Do you think they're back together? I kind of do. I'm not gonna lie. And at that rate, like, Emily, you get what you get, dog. I mean, Thanks for the gossip, though. It was juicy. But yeah. Let me know your thoughts, guys. I know this is such a long video, and I know it's being posted very late for like members and whatnot. This literally took me all afternoon. That's how pissed off I got during it. But thank you guys so much. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe. Become a better person than Amber. Okay? Should that be the new one? Oh my god. No. Thank you guys so much. And I will catch you in the next one. Take care.